The Battle in Array. While we sang and prayed with the new song Filter Lord, I found myself repeatedly praying that the Lord would flow through His church. I saw the rear view of the legs and feet of a man with a fiery sword in his right hand, from which blood dripped. It looked like the man had just executed a bloody task, and I felt it was the Lord who had gone through His church. Soon after he was done, I saw a church building on fire. In the flames, I saw the faces of some members of the church. Their eyes began to open in the fire, and only then could they see their wrong. I saw someone riding a horse with great speed. I felt it was a call for something. Later on, I saw a horse trotting in front of a person's house. The person was still putting on his armor when he opened the door to see the horse. The horse didn't wait for him to finish dressing up. It flung him onto its back and began galloping away. The soldier had to finish dressing up while on the horse. I had also seen a horse with golden hooves. While Pastor prayed for new wings, I saw an eagle whose wings grew big, almost too big for its body. Eventually, the body of the eagle adjusted, increasing in size to accommodate the new set of wings. And with a flap, it skyrocketed into the air, leaving a trail of strong wind behind. While we sang, "It is time for war," I saw a battleground. The enemy horde had arranged themselves in battle formation. I saw the flags of a dragon and several other strange creatures. They were marching in one accord, the archers, the sword fighters, etc. Then I saw a large group of Christian soldiers. They were so many it was surprising. But then I saw that they were untrained soldiers, and I understood why they were so many. I didn't notice if they had their armor on, but it seemed they didn't. These soldiers looked confused, and there was no battle formation. I saw their wobbly hands and legs. They couldn't shoot an arrow straight to its target. I saw that an arrow was shot from the enemy's horde, and it struck one of the Christian soldiers. Immediately, they all began to run around in circles, like a trail of ants being scattered. Only a few returned to try to pull out the arrow, but they didn't know how to. From a distance, I saw another set of Christian soldiers at the top of a hill. They were dressed for battle, with their white horses and white flags around them. On their flags were pictures of lions, horses, eagles, etc. These soldiers were looking at the other set of untrained soldiers with pity. When Pastor prayed that the tides be turned, I saw that there was a rewind. The act of the arrow being shot at the untrained soldier was reversed. Then, the skilled soldiers hurriedly moved over to the side of the untrained ones and began to teach them the art of warfare. But there wasn't enough time to do so as the enemy's horde was approaching. They began to shoot at the now partially trained soldiers in the front line. Some were able to fight a bit, but some were still conquered. Then I heard Pastor say that the Lord will save whether by many or by few. It seemed these trained soldiers heard it too, and they stopped trying to teach the other ones how to fight. They began to fight. That is, they went to the battlefront and began to fight the enemy's horde. As they fought, I saw that some of the untrained soldiers were watching and learning from them. They began to help in some little ways, though they weren't fully engaged in the battle. It was a good start. When we prayed, asking the Lord to tell us who we are, as we sang, "We are who we are," I heard a voice shout, "You are warriors!" Then the voice reminded us of how we sang, "We were made for war." He said that we ought to be soldiers because we were going to be commanders of armies. At this point, I saw large groups of people waiting for us, their various commanders, to come and lead them. I also saw us as knights around a table, drawing out battle plans. At the end of the meeting, when Pastor prayed that we be purged of Jezebel's influence, I saw someone vomiting as the person was being cleansed. I had also seen a large myriad of battle angels with swords, and they were surrounded by light. The 15th of October, 2023. Sister He, M. Copyright, Gamwatch.